That's an interesting one because what got me out of the South Side of Chicago was striving. Okay. But what also caused a lot of challenges and issues in my mid to late 20s was also that striving because I never slowed down to actually see what was the root pain, what was the root trauma, what was the root cause that was below all of it. So striving is something for me in my particular experience, my particular story, that it's provided me some incredible things, physical things in my life, as far as like all the things that I've been able to have and do and all of that, but also the experiences that I've had in my life. They've come as a result of my hard work and my striving. Now, I would also say that potentially one of the reasons why I ended up, and we'll get to this, right? Why I ended up getting going through my health journey is because it came as a result of the amount of stuff that I had suppressed, that I had pushed down, that I had acted like wasn't there from the past, that one day just erupted and had to find its way out of myself and my body in some way. So I am all for striving, and I also am for stillness as well.
Yeah.
So I think there is when one is able to have enough life of experience, but also able to find that balance between both striving and stillness, to be able to find what is that, what I love to call from Eastern philosophy, equanimity, the ability to be having your feet on the ground on what we can imagine like a train platform and not getting carried away by any of the stuff that is around us, right? So for me, I think that it's really about that. Striving is amazing, but where is your level of stillness to balance that out as well so that you're not running away from yourself and instead you're running to yourself, you're running to your vision, and you're running towards what you actually want within your life.
That's a great point. Is like you said, striving, it's a byproduct to your hard work, right? But then you talked about your stillness because that's also a very essential aspect, especially in regards to your health in general, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the case may be. That's a very important. I'm glad you actually brought that up as well. Where do you think helps you find that balance? Because especially being an entrepreneur, you're very ambitious. You constantly are trying to achieve the next thing, right? You're always working on something, so to speak. But what also
Yeah.
keeps you balanced? Did you always have that balanced that balanced mindset bef- throughout your life, or did it happen in a particular moment, such as your diagnosis?
I think that my answer to that is a yes and type of answer because I think that there was something within me ever since I've been a little boy, as I mentioned, the artistry or something. There's just always been something uh, within me that I feel has been connected to just wanting to be a good person in the world, but also to live a good life as well. And going on the voyage, going on the quest to figuring out what that means to me, what I am grateful for is when I was a junior or senior in high school, I was introduced to meditation and stillness through a class called World Religions, where we were going through, I think like each week or each like 2 weeks, where we were going to different parts of the world, and our teacher was introducing us to different faiths or beliefs or spiritualities
That's
that
so
existed
cool.
in this country. Yeah, and when we were introduced to stillness, Buddhism, and also meditation, my very first day, he had us laying on the ground and I fell asleep, right? But obviously, there was some spark, there was some little ember that was kindled long enough and well enough for it to have evolved over time for me to now be in a place where I meditate probably 90% of my days. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the practice. It's all about the kindling. And just like there is what I love, fire keepers, right? When we need to start a fire, we need to keep a fire going. there is somebody who is dedicated to that craft and that practice to keep the fire going. And that's something that we can all translate and use in our own lives as well. The reason that I'm able to forgive much more easily than I was just 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 2 decades ago, the reason why I'm able to be much more present than I was, some time ago, the reason why I'm able to love much more deeply than I was some time ago is because I continue to kindle and rekindle those different flames within me. And I think that that stillness piece is one of the most important ones, because what stillness does is it brings a mirror up to us and it says, who are you really? Not who are you performing in the world on social media and all of that, but who are you really and who do you want to continue to become? Because when we are sitting in stillness, when we're sitting in meditation, sure, there's all of these thoughts and all these emotions that can be coming up, but once they begin to fall, and which they will as we stay more and more consistent, there's no running away. And I think that when we learn that there's no running away, there's the beauty underneath all of that that begins to get revealed and begins to get uncovered as well.